What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan 2000 here with a couple new episodes of JamiroFan Reviews. February 2018 has seen a lot of great new music releases, so I figured I'd record a few more videos reviewing some more of the newest albums that come out in February. You might remember I just recently did a review of Justin Timberlake's new, highly anticipated album, Man of the Woods, which is a very good album, so if you get a chance, be sure to check out that album. Right now, I'm going to go in to review the new MGMT album called Little Dark Age. If you're not familiar with MGMT, MGMT was a band that started up in the early 2000s, along with a bunch of other electric rock bands out of New York and around the New England area. And a couple of these bands, you get, if some of you know them, probably Passion Pit, Amazing Baby, Boy Crisis. MGMT had a breakthrough album in 2007 called Oracular Spectacular, which had great singles like Time to Pretend and Electric Feel. Well, MGMT just released their fourth album, or technically their fifth album, because they released there was a fan-made compilation called Climbing In From New Lows. But this new album is a very interesting album from MGMT, and does really interesting. Most interesting thing about this album, which immediately stood out to me, is how much they sound like Neon Indian. And Neon Indian was another artist of the alt rock, electro rock scene, who kind of was the most 21st century sounding artist. I mean, his music was very electronic and very progressive. MGMT kind of, with this new album, Little Dark Age, kind of hits that level, and really do sound a lot like Neon Indian. Neon Indian, if you've not checked out his discography, amazing stuff. You've not heard of them, but MGMT did a really good job on this album, sticking to a little more pop electro on the influence there, but they had some really good tracks. The first half of the album was absolutely brilliant. Tracks like She Works Too Much, Little Dark Age, the self-titled track, When You Die, Me and Michael, T-Slam. The second half of the album kind of meanders off, but overall it's a very, very strong album from MGMT, and I really highly recommend it. If you want to check out that album for yourself right now, it is streaming on Spotify, so I'll be sure to put a link to the Spotify album link in the description of this video down below. And as for a score of this album out of 5 stars, I definitely give it a strong 4.5 stars, simply because they're trying to do new stuff, and they've been one of the most consistently good bands of their scene and of their genre over the first decade of the 21st century. So highly recommend the new MGMT album. And as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I'll see you again really soon with another JamiroFan Reviews. Bye, everybody.